Hey there, welcome to day 1568. Whoops, spilling coffee of what's she up to now. Uh, Money doesn't grow on, hard work because money doesn't grow on trees. So our idiom, our expression today, we're working on finances this month for the annual challenge. So I decided for simplicity to make my life a little easier, we would do the same topic for the month of Supersize Your Business idioms as we do for the annual challenge. So October, November, December, I'll come up with something different. But for the first part of the year, we are talking about whatever topic we're talking about in the annual challenge. This month is devoted to financial well-being. Of the life framework that I use, I've got 9 categories right now, 7 up until last year. And last year I added 2, confidence and communication, because I think those are core skills that we all can continuously improve in and will make our life easier, more effective, and smoother, and in all the areas and aspects of our life, not in any one, not just in the area of communication. It's great to be a better communicator, but it also impacts our physical well-being, our mental, our emotional, our spiritual, our financial, etc. If we're a better communicator, a better salesperson, we're all salespeople, right? In every area and aspect of our life. But, we have to sell things to our family members. We have to sell things to ourselves, right? The first person we have to sell and convince of anything is ourself. So this month, financial. And our idiom today, which was interestingly enough, the same one that I covered in November on the same day, the 16th of November. Now, I randomly created topics for this month, just like I probably did back in November. I probably researched money idioms and got a whole list. And it just happens that on November 16th, I did money doesn't grow on trees. And I didn't realize that until after I'd picked money doesn't grow on trees for today, as we're focusing on financial well-being. Well, money is part of financial well-being. So I actually look back and listened to a little bit of what I said before, but I think the only thing that was the same with today's discussion of it was the origin of that particular idiom. It appeared in 1891 in the Statesville Landmark newspaper. That's the first time it appeared in writing. But otherwise, I talked about totally different things in this time discussing money doesn't grow on trees versus last time. Why? Because even in, 6-8 months ago, I am different now than I was back then. So I have different things to talk about, different perspective, different ways of looking at it, and different things that I learned and want to point out about that idiom, that topic. Now, I personally don't believe that money doesn't grow on trees. I think we have the ability to create finances, create resources, be resourceful if we believe that we do, right? If we believe that we have to have all the money, and with respect to our businesses especially, almost nobody who ever created a business or started a business or grew and definitely supersized a business has ever done it with their own money, with all their own money, right? Now, people will argue, I started it with $1,000 on my credit card, and then I grew it to be this 10 or 100 million or $1 billion business all by myself and all on my own and all with my own money. I just kept putting the money back into the business. Okay, that's being resourceful, right? That's not having the 100 million or the 10 million or the $1 million business up front, the $1 million to create the $1 million business. That's spending what you have, getting resourceful, and then reinvesting it is being resourceful, right? I've always done that in my businesses. We start on a shoestring, we start in bootstrap, and then as the business makes money, we pour that money back into the business to grow and build and supersize it. And we always have a cash flow reserve for the different stages of growth. Lots of business owners don't do that, but that's also why a lot of businesses fail, right? They depend on outside sources or people that they sell control to or give control to, and then they lose their business. Jeff Bezos had Bezos Amazon. I erase, but there's lots of examples of that in the news where people have gone and done an IPO on their business and then they soon get voted out. Steve Jobs got kicked out of Apple, right? Things like that. That even billionaires end up being kicked out of their own businesses. So if they leverage too much and aren't resourceful enough and maintain their ownership percentage, etc. So money doesn't grow on trees was our idiom today. We talked about mindset, we talked about belief, we talked about value and effort and work, and that led into the annual challenge today, which was the topic of hard work. And what do you think? What do you feel? How do you what have you learned about work, effort, hard work? What does work mean to you, and what does hard work mean to you? We talked about working harder, working smarter, a lot of things I forgot to talk about or just didn't talk about today as we were talking about that topic. But it is one of my favorite topics, and this is one of the things I didn't say. When you love what you do and are passionate about it and want to do it, it doesn't ever feel like hard work. I used to work really, really hard in corporate America, but I loved it. I loved what I did. I loved the people I was working with. I loved how we were serving people. So even if I was working 16-hour days, it didn't necessarily feel bad or like hard work to me because I loved what I was doing. And when we love what we do, it doesn't necessarily feel as hard or as if we're putting forth as much effort as it is. You know, it's different type of hard than, you know, digging ditches or jobs that are a whole lot more physically demanding and challenging. I do believe, however, personally, that our thinking, our thoughts, and our mental work that we have to put in is often much harder than any physical labor or physical work that we've had to do in our lives, at least the majority of us. And I had to work hard as a kid doing different things like yard work and stuff. We all had to mow the lawns and pitch in and do work around the house and outdoors. And I always opted for outdoor work because that recharged my batteries while I was working. And I loved doing it. So I didn't mind doing the outside work as much as I didn't like doing things like dishes and cleaning the kitchen and stuff. I left that for my sisters. Then as I learned to love cooking, I decided, okay, if I clean up as I go along, it's not hard work and it's a lot more fun. So we can always be finding ways to make the things that we don't love to do more enjoyable, easier, more efficient and effective so that they don't feel like painful. We can actually enjoy parts of the process. And even the painful parts of the process cause us to change and make improvements. So there's benefits of effort and hard work and adding value. And so that's a fun topic. New challenge today, which I am participating in. I better find out. It's on my schedule. I haven't looked at my schedule yet today. I always create my content in the morning first thing, and then I go about figuring out, well, what's the rest of my day scheduled out? I scheduled out my week. I do my week. Usually, actually, I'm 60 days out. So my schedule's pretty much full 60 days out. It's just a matter of looking at, well, what's scheduled. And I do that usually on Sunday nights, sometimes Monday mornings, but Sunday nights to make sure I don't miss any key things or appointments and stuff. All right. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, awesome week, awesome Monday. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.